Hi, have you ever wondered how to get the most effective soda geyser? Have you ever thought to yourself, but it never looks like that for me? Ms. Steph, help me out. So, hi, I'm Ms. Steph, and founder and executive director of Triple F Empowerment Inc. And we are actually going to do a review and a tips and tricks video for the soda geyser device by Steve Spangler. I'm going to do a review of that and chit chat with you very briefly towards, so you got to stick around because I'm going to tell you how to get your best soda geyser ever. Like ever. I'm so serious. I'll be telling you the top 4 tips for that. All right. So yeah, welcome to Live with Ms. Steph. Today is Monday, May 19th, and I'm super excited to just continue to shout out the awesome people that were with us this past Saturday. You've seen some video, shout out to one of our parents for taking that video. Also, shout out to our board members and the spouse of a board member who came out and helped, and he's the one that got us some snacks. We had some fantastic cookies from a parent. All of these things happened this past Saturday at Science in the Park. So guess what? We've had Science in the Park, and so that means that that is a wrap on the 2024-25 school year as far as Saturday Science Club. Now, does that mean that Ms. Steph Science Club is on break? No, it doesn't. That simply means that we will not have Saturday Science Club again until October, the first Saturday in October. Come join us, hang out with us at Wadley. We will still be at our regular location. We have been invited back. So again, shout out to the Usawa Scan Beacon that is there, that hosts us, that allows us to co-locate with them because they are fantastic. And we will be with them again for the 2025-2026 school year, people. So yeah, Science in the Park was phenomenal, as it always is. We met new friends and all kinds of stuff. Other things that are going on, the next event, the next thing that you can hang out with us at will be the 2025 CS 154 Wellness Fair. Yes, I repeat, the CS 154 Wellness Fair is just around the corner. It is less than 2 weeks away on May 31st. So that is Saturday, May 31st. Things will get started around 11 o'clock. Of course, you know, I'll be there setting up. Volunteers will be there ready. There are a lot of things that are happening at the Wellness Fair, in addition to free slime that you will be getting from us. I mean, hello, that in itself is a reason to come out. But there will also be plenty of things. They shut down the block. They're the fantastic, well remodeled CS 154, also known as the Harriet Tubman Learning Center play area. It's a very nice play area. There's a full track and all kinds of things. There'll be several wellness moments and tons of information for you to be able to get a hold of and learn more about. Additionally, another thing that they're doing this year that I think is fantastic, that I really want to encourage you all to there we go, just tagging them so that you all can see their tag down below, CS 154M. And this is a public event, like really, really public event. So you don't have to be associated with the DOE. You don't have to be associated with that particular school. Your child does not have to go to that school. The event is for everyone. Come on by. And there's information. I just posted on my story a few hours ago how to register. There's a QR code, all kinds of things. And you can get several free wellness moments, pieces of information. There will be information about diabetes. There will be information about several different things. There will also be some different aspects. I believe New Life Baptist Church will be there. Shout out to them. And we really just want to, I say we as in the committee, every year, y'all know this is a thing I do. And every year it gets bigger and bigger. There are more and more partners. This year in particular, there will be an emergency preparedness information session. And all people who pre-register, I imagine as long as supplies last, I've already registered for the class. The class is around 1 o'clock. But if you pre-register for that class, there you will be able to get, hey Isabel, thank you for joining us. I'm just letting folks know about the event that's coming up at CS 154 here in Harlem on 127th Street. It's on 127th between Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard and Frederick Douglass, also previously known as 7th and 8th Avenues. There's a free wellness fair that's going to be happening on May 31st. And what I was talking about was letting folks know that if you pre-register not only for the event, but there's also a way to register for the emergency preparedness class. And families and individuals will be able to get a emergency preparedness backpack, like with safety kits and water filter. It's very fantastic, awesome event. And again, I'm going to say it again, I will be there giving out my famous free slime. And so we should be able to have an absolutely wonderful time that day. Y'all, so much happening. Also, shout out to NYC Kids Fest. Their whole weekend of annual performances is coming up. The weekend of June 13th, 14th, and 15th. And yes, I did give you 3 days because it is a Friday to Sunday event. NYC Kids Fest 2025. Lots of performers. Young people will be performing. Adults will be performing. It's a fantastic time. And that is also free. And I will also be doing my famous slime at that event as well. We will be there during the market at the Marcus Garvey Park and also at the Morningside Park sessions. There is also an event on Sunday with NYC Kids Fest, Sunday, June 15th. They will actually be at Jackie Robinson Park. The organizers of NYC Kids Fest, as you can tell, make it a point. Doesn't it sound super? It's fantastic. They make it a point to have the festival in different parks in Harlem to make sure that there should be at least one of those events that a family will be able to attend. They really, really make it a point to kind of get around different parts of Harlem so that it is reasonable for folks to get there. Once again, the event on May 31st is at CS 154, Harriet Tubman Learning Center on 127th. And the events that are coming up the weekend of June 13th through 15th are going to be at various parks around the neighborhood of Harlem. As far as today's science, it's something I'm not going to demonstrate. Why? Because it has to be done outside. But I am going to give you some tips and tricks about how to make your very own soda geyser be the ultimate soda geyser. Things that you want to keep in mind when you are attempting this activity. And I'm also going to review this little device. So it is called the Steve Spangler's Geyser tube, okay, and it is a patented thing. And yes, hey girl, hey, is a patented tool. See, you've seen this in person. I mean, you know that this works. So I'm doing a quick review, wanting to make sure that people have tips and tricks. So why is your soda geyser not working? Why is it failing? Let's talk about that. Number one, your soda might not be fresh. Okay, soda does expire in that after a while, maybe there's not enough carbonation in it. And so you want to make sure that it is well carbonated, as in a fresh soda. Do not get a soda that's like been sitting in the garage for like anything over 6 months. That's like now it's hot, because the whole point is for the carbonation to react to the hard candy. Okay? So that's one reason why your soda geyser is not working. Second reason, and also the review part of this particular device is fantastic. I have actually been doing the soda geyser experiment and investigation for years. In particular, I have done various methods of trying to quickly get the Mentos into the bottle, the soda bottle. I'm telling y'all, the reality is that Steve Spangler, which is a relatively famous kind of person in the science teacher world, came up with this. The fact that it's patented makes sense. Y'all, so this is a review. This is not a sponsored anything. So this tube, so second thing that might be wrong is the way that you are getting your Mentos into your container. Because what you want to do is make sure that you're still holding the carbonation inside of the bottle, and you want all the Mentos to basically be delivered and released into the situation, into the soda all at the same time. Okay? So we're going for, and you can do an experimentation with this, right? You can say, oh, we're just going to do 3 and, decide how many you're going to put inside of here. But you see this part. So, okay, so I'm going to talk about that. So you see this part. So this is the hole that the geyser part that the soda shoots out of, right? So you get it screwed on top of the soda. Remember, a fresh soda that has not been sitting out. It must be freshly opened by you right before you put this on. Also, carefully put this on because you don't want, I've actually had, even though this device is a great device, I've actually had the Mentos kind of fall out a little bit. If the Mentos are not in there properly, it can fall out and then you get your reaction before you're ready. Okay? Then you pull this lever. Prepare to run because as soon as you pull this lever, all of the Mentos, depending on however many you decided to put inside of there, will then drop into the soda bottle and the soda reacts and it will be going up. Okay, so those are your two things. Very quickly, I'm going to answer Isabel's question. What causes it to react? Though this is, I'm going to open my Mentos, just in case folks don't know what a Mentos look like. I want to make sure I'm doing my full due diligence as a teacher, right? So even though it looks like the candy is completely coated, there are actually like microscopic holes. Yes, there are several people trying to call me. There are actually microscopic holes inside of the Mentos, the hard candy shell. So as you can imagine, you can use any hard candy, okay, and do it with the balloon. This device though is specifically engineered for Mentos. It does not work with other candies because the Mentos, it has a specific size, right? Right? See? And you see how it's sitting there, and then when you release, that's what happens. It goes into the soda. All right. So 1, your soda's not fresh. 2, you don't have the right device. 3, your candy is already wet. The candy must be dry. Oh, and you're welcome very much. Okay. Fresh soda, like absolutely fresh, using the proper delivery system, the proper device. Dry candy, dry fresh candy. So if this candy has been sitting somewhere hot, the coating melts and then resolidifies, and then the coating doesn't have the little holes in it. Okay, so those three things are things that will impact whether or not your geyser will work. Fourth and final bonus tip, be ready to run. Do not have the children do this part as far as getting it onto, and y'all know I work with relatively young children. So like, this is not a thing that I have the little kids do. Now, say like middle school age, depending on how well you've prepped them and what you've done with them throughout the school year. Obviously, we're towards the end of the school year, so this is one of the kind of payoff activities that kids get to do, is get to see the soda explode into the air, erupt rather. So yeah, so you want to be ready to run. It's got to be sealed. It has to be sealed. That's the other thing, is that if it is not, you see the screws, those screws perfectly fit on top of a soda bottle. This is not for soda cans, because once you open the soda cans, you may get some reaction, but that's not what this is for. This is for the soda bottle. It fits on anything from, because all the soda bottle, the openings are all the same size, right? So it fits on your little sodas all the way up to like your 2-3 liter. I don't know if they even really sell 3 liters anymore. They did when I was a kid. But they can vary in size. But this, if you notice, next time you go to the store and you, maybe even if you're not buying soda, observe the size of where the soda cap goes. This device fits on all of those like caps. Okay, because regardless of how much soda is in there, the cap, the screw top is still the same size. All right, same diameter, right? And that is specifically modeled for that. So yeah, I mean, it's a super fun activity. You just want to remember those 3 things plus my bonus, right? Those 4 things rather. So let's go backwards. 4 is be ready to run. Be ready to run, and make sure that you have proper adult supervision, that you're doing this outside. This is not an indoor thing, like ever. It's not. There is a video around here on the interwebs of me doing something similar inside, but like literally it was 2 Mentos and I did not have the device. Never put this device on something inside. I'm so serious. Do not do that. I don't care if you're in a gym. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Okay, so 4, right? Be ready to run. Don't have little kids do this. 3, what did I say? Oh, these must be fresh and dry. They cannot be wet, because then the coating gets disturbed. Okay, because that's what, remember, that was Isabel's question. That's what reacts with the carbonation. It is not the sugar. A lot of times people think it's the sugar that it's reacting to. That is not the case. The carbonation is what is reacting, which is also why we have points 1 and 2. Get you the proper device. And of course, number 1, it must be fresh soda in a bottle. All right. So, oh, and don't drink the soda after. It's gone. Let it go. That's tip number 5. Don't try to drink the soda after and, oh, it's going to taste like mint, or like try to put like Mentos. None of that, people. This is a fun, fantastic experiment that you get to see the soda shoot in the air. If you want to know what it looks like, you can check out my Instagram. I already have, thanks to the awesome parents. We have video of it, and I have got it up on Instagram already. And so you can see what it looks like. And you can see me run. And so I don't get sprayed. I mean, if you want to get sprayed, that's your business. But me, because I usually am doing other activities after I do this, I need to not be covered in soda after I'm done. It has been wonderful hanging out with you all today. Thank you so much for watching Live with Ms. Steph, and have an absolutely wonderful day.